In this lesson, we are going to solve word problems again, but this time it's multiplication. We're going to solve word problems using multiplication or involving multiplication with fractions. And we're going to explain why we are multiplying. So when it comes to multiplication with fractions, you can think about it in two ways, like the reason why you would multiply. You would either going to keep copying or replicating something over, like doing something over and over and over again, or you're going to want to know what part. This is the new one. You're going to multiply with fractions if you want part of something. I will explain. So 4 days a week you go for a 3 1/5 mile walk. How many miles do you walk in a week? So in this problem, we are going to just keep copying. Like for 4 days, I'm copying. So for 4 days, I am copying 3/5 of a mile. 3/5 of a mile. So it's 4, and I'm going to times 3/5. Remember, this is pretty easy because we just need to multiply across. 4 times 3 is 12. And 1 times 5 is 5. How many holes can you make? 2. How much is left over? 2 what? 2/5. And we're talking about miles. Okay, so how many miles do you walk in a week? I walk 2 2/5 miles every week. Okay, remember that you have to provide a reason in your work. You have to provide a reason, okay? So in this one, we're copying the 3/5 miles 4 times a week. In this next problem, you have 16 slices of pizza. You eat 3/4 of the pizza. It doesn't say you eat 3/4 of a pizza. It says that you eat 3/4 of all the pizza. So if you take the pizza, the 16 slices, and you split it into 4 groups, you ate 3 of those groups. You didn't eat 3 slices. You didn't eat 3/4 of a slice. You ate 3/4 of all the pizza. So here's all the pizza. We ate 3/4 of it. We're not copying anything. You are trying to figure out how much 3/4 is of 16. We're calculating a part. Oh, I shouldn't circle. I should just check it. We're trying to figure out how much 3/4 of 16 slices is. So we are multiplying 3/4 times 16. We want 3/4 of 16 slices. So we multiply across. We get 48 over 4. How many holes? Oh, that's easy. You can make 12 holes. So the unit is slices. This one you might have to slow down for and go back and watch it a couple of times, just to make sure you understand what's really going on with this. Because the math calculation part is easy. The reasoning is where this lesson is going to require some thought. We did not copy any pizzas. We ate part of that pizza. So how many slices did you eat? You have, so I guess I ate 12 slices. Because 12 is 3/4 of 16. Like 16, if you broke it up into 4 groups, each group would have 4. You ate 3 of those groups. So that's 12. Okay, we have a couple more to try to figure this out. So a bottle of water holds 1 3/4 liters of liquid. How many liters of liquid can 5 identical bottles hold? Oh, this one's easy. We're just copying the bottle over and over and over and over again, right? So we have 5 copies of 1 3/4. Or you could do it the other way around. It doesn't matter. But we need to probably use the Texas method on here. Or we definitely do right here. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So this is really 5 times 7/4, which is a 35/4. 4 goes into 35 how many times? So it's not 10. What about 9? No, 8. 8 times, because that's 32. And then there are 3 left over out of 4. And we're talking about liters. Remember to always put your units. If you don't put your units of measurements, you won't receive credit. So how many liters of liquor can 5 identical bottles hold? I guess together. Like this means together, because we all know they hold the same amount, right? So 5 bottles can hold 8 and 3/4 liters all together. Oops, that looks a little weird. What? I'll just put in total. How about that? In total. Last one. So Mr. Lopez, that's me, has 4 2/5 cups of sugar. He gives his sister, so I have a sister, I give her 2/3 of my sugar. Not 2/3 of a cup. I gave her 2 out of 3 groups I can make with my sugar. How much did he give her? So I'm not copying anything. I'm like trying to figure out how much 2/3 is, what part 2/3 is of 4 2/5. So I know how much I gave her. I gave her 2/3 out of my sugar. So I'm trying to figure out what 2/3 of my sugar is. Remember, you can do it either way. You would interpret it differently, but we'll get to that later. So 2/3 times 4 2/5. That's just the Texas method. So 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2 is 22 fifths, because we keep the same denominator. 2 times 22 is 44, and then we get 15 because we multiply across. How many holes can we pull out? 2. That gives me 30. And then there are 14 left over. And we're talking about cups of sugar. So I had 4 2/5 cups of sugar. I gave my sister 2 out of 3 groups that I could make with it. So if I broke it up into 3 groups and I grabbed 2 of them, this is how much I would give her. So Mr. L gave his sister 2 14/15 cups of sugar. Oops. Sugar. I was anticipating the G. And that is it. Thank you.